Welcome to Roll Incorporated, presented on the Dice Cult channel. I am Matt, your trusty GM. I don't think the players agree with me this week after last session. However, I am your DM for the evening. We are going to, two small things of note. In two of our locations, we are players all over the continental US and some of them in Canada. In two of the locations, we are experiencing storms. And because we are on the internet, we don't know what that'll do to us. But I just want to let you know that if we do go down, we'll do our best to come back as fast as possible. With that, without any further ado, right? That's how you say it, Jackie? Ado? No?
Ado.
We are going to turn this over to Jackie for announcements. Hey, you say smash that like button. I'm going to mispronounce words like crazy.
Ado. We're going to see which one is going to be more frustrating for whom. So, hello, everyone. Thanks to those of you who have subscribed to our channel. Just a reminder, if you have a Twitch Prime account, you can subscribe for free once a month, and we'd love to have your support. We are becoming more active on our Twitter. So come over and hang out with us at _Roll Inc., which is _ROLLINC. You can come and ask us questions. You can bother us. We'll talk to you as much as we can, though probably not during the stream. But come chat. If you're new to Roll Inc., go ahead and go over to the Dice Cult YouTube page, because we're in session 5 right now. So if you want to catch up and watch our episodes from the beginning, we're over at the Dice Cult in our Nuri playlist, and you can go all the way back to session 1. As always, if you'd like to see our homebrew rules, you can type !Roll Inc. in the chat box. And to find all of our social medias that I've mentioned, it's !Social. And as always, smash that follow button, hit that subscribe, and settle in for some D&D.
All right. I'm not smashing anything.
Except our dreams.
I mean, you have to tell everyone.
Yeah, that's...
I do play D&D.
Quarantine, you know?
Oh my. All right.
Starting strong.
Thank you, Ray. I appreciate
encouraging
that encouragement. So good news, Hurd. You're not actually in jail. Olivia is.
How did that happen?
What?
Because of bad jokes or what?
Yeah, if bad jokes got you thrown in jail, I'd be serving life. Let's get started with a quick recap of our last session. Last session, I titled the episode "Everything Goes to Shit." I don't know what it ended up on YouTube. I don't know if you're allowed to do that on YouTube, but nothing went really terribly well last session. Anthony came over to visit with the party after they had successfully investigated God's Inn and got all sorts of information, and revealed that he had sort of lost control of the situation. And through the course of conversation, it was decided that he probably never really actually had control of the situation. He showed himself to be one of the champions, the champion of Hana, the goddess of flame, black flame, serving death and darkness. And he was then also kicked out of the house, and the companions got smashing drunk and destroyed his wall, among other things. And then the various people went back to their homes the next morning. Olivia was greeted at work by some investigators for the watch. Trill and Samuel, Trill being a Kenku and Samuel being a gnome. And throughout the rest of the episode, there was an investigation in which, through some interesting rolls and some role play, it was revealed that the culprit of the murder of the goblin outside of God's Inn was Hurd, and he was promptly arrested and in front of Clara. Clara showed that she maybe has a little bit of a temper as she threw a glass against the wall, just as Olivia walked in the door. Seeing her chuck the glass against the wall, and as Olivia had rounded the corner, she had seen a paddy wagon driving away, unable to see who was inside, but she walks into Clara throwing this glass against the wall. As you walk in, Olivia, Arthur comes out from the back room. I've finished breakfast, Clara. Oh, a customer. Hi. How can we help you? Are you okay?
You might
Breakfast is canceled.
go.
Waffles.
That's very tempting. However, we have bigger problems. Olivia Hurd just got arrested.
Oh,
For the murder. Yes, Dad, Olivia, Dad. You're not going to get along. Let's move on. Olivia, don't say anything to him. That's mean.
Arthur just looks completely flabbergasted. Wait, Hurd got arrested? For what murder?
He's being framed. He did not commit any murder.
Oh, well, then if that's the case, the wheels of justice will turn and he'll be let free.
To be fair, the former head of the Wheels of Justice just got proven to be an evil champion of the gods, so we're not so certain about that. Don't worry about it, Dad. It's fine. We're good. We're gonna skip breakfast. I'll be back later. I'm gonna go help with this. Yes, is that okay? Can I do that?
I mean, sure. Here, and he bundles up into a napkin 3 waffles, and he gives them to you. They're warm.
Yes.
Stay safe. Don't do anything illegal.
Okay, bye. Just takes Olivia by the arm and just bolts out the door because she can't handle dealing with this and her dad.
So, Olivia, as all this sort of just transpired in front of you, the news of her getting arrested was enough to clear the cobwebs out of your brain, and your hangover, though it's still sort of throbbing in the back of your head, you are no longer drunk, and hopefully thinking clearly.
Can I talk now?
Yeah, he's not here. Yes,
okay.
Talk. We need to.
Yeah, I don't think. Gross, first of all.
Okay.
Second, how he didn't like. He was the least How did it end up?
Apparently, there were holes in the story, and they thought that Hurd fit those holes, so they came and arrested him. Even though clearly, it's gonna come out that he wasn't the one that did it. So I think we should probably go get Magda and Caden and deal with this.
Yeah. I wonder how. I think their interview went well. I went there and they were like, "Yeah, it's all fine," and I just came back. Yeah. Okay. Let's go.
You make your way back to Magda's and Caden's. It's a 15-20 minute journey across the city to where they live. In the meantime, Hurdlurldr, you are driven to the barracks. Now, you've been here. You used to serve out of here for a short period. Well, no, you served out in the closer to the wall for your Watcher period of service. And so while you've probably been through here once or twice, you're not intimate with it. You're led into the wagon, the paddy wagon docks into the garage. You're led inside the processing. The processing is relatively straightforward. They ask you your name, where you live, stuff like that. They also put a cuff on you that seems to draw. You can feel it touching your connection to the weave. They tell you that what it's doing is measuring your magic potential, how skilled you are. If you're a powerful caster, then they take different precautions. But seeing as how you're a low level, you own your cleric of spells and stuff like that, they don't see any need to put the magic bracers on you that would prohibit you from casting spells. They keep the collar on that prohibits you from casting things like Misty Step and Dimension Door and stuff like that. But they let you know, if you try anything, we'll have to restrain you. But until now, you seem to be going along with the process. We're gonna go ahead and put you in a cell. In the next couple of days, once a room opens up, we'll sit down. Unless you want to make a full confession now, that would certainly speed things along. But we need to do it underneath one of the truth rooms anyway, actually. So I guess that wouldn't speed things along. So in a couple days, we'll go underneath one of the truth rooms and we'll see what the real truth is. But until then, welcome to your new home.
Oh boy. Do you have any coffee?
Yeah, we can. Coffee served in the morning, so tomorrow morning you can get some. And they lead you down the hallway. There's a hallway with double bunk cells, and they stick you into a cell with two beds in it, bunked. A small cell with a bunk, and the top bunk appears to have some sort of lump, a pile of covers or something on it, and then the bottom bunk is empty. It doesn't look like you'll fit comfortably on the bottom bunk. Your feet are going to hang off the end quite some, and when you even like sit down on it, it goes and sort of the weight of you just bends the bed just a little bit. There's a toilet. There's a little bit. There's a water in a pail, obviously drinking water or something like that. There's another pail for going to the bathroom. And as you're standing there, the door clangs behind you, and you kind of look around. Give me a perception check. You notice as you sort of look around, even in your state of like, wow, this is all going very quick. They didn't ask you any more questions either. Once they sort of got you, they figured that they'll take you into this room, this truth room, which you know what it is. It's a room that has a gem in it that provides a zone of truth spell and of some sort. You've never had to be in there yourself. It wasn't your duties, but you notice a mop of red hair up underneath the blanket, and when you sort of move around, your cellie flips over and looks at you, and you see two horns that curl back, and bright red skin and bright red hair or dark hair. I think I wanted it to originally be red, but I couldn't find a thing for it for red. So what is it? It's actually dark hair. Dark hair. And she kind of just looks at you for a second, and we'll cut there. Back to everybody else. Olivia and Clara, you're charging up the stairs, walking smoothly, slowly, charging up the stairs to Magda's place. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
And Magda, you hear the pounding on the door.
Double.
Oh, no.
Caden
Hi.
comes rushing into the room then.
Welcome back.
Hurd's arrested. It didn't go well. For the murder thing, they thought.
Yeah.
Can I come in?
Of course. Come in.
Yep.
Of course.
Clara, what'd you tell him? You sent
Tell her.
a note to us. Yeah, what'd you send to
Yeah.
Hurd?
I couldn't get to her. They were going straight to him. Only got to send it to you. Hurd came after, and they found him at my house.
I was thinking that he would be the most innocent one. There's no way his questioning would go bad. So like,
He's a bad liar. You remember how it went when we went to go talk to the other bugbear?
yeah, I guess so. I guess I just never thought about Hurd lying.
They seemed very convinced that he did it. Like we couldn't convince them otherwise. And
What evidence?
that there were holes in the story, and they said that only his story was the one where he got unaccounted for, and so obviously he did it. Wrinkle to the story is going to be they're going to put him in a truth room. And that's going to come out.
Okay, we have to get to him before then. Or I need to talk to someone, or something needs to happen.
Yeah, Magda, that could be a problem.
Yeah. Well, do they take bribes? You took a bribe.
That wasn't. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We do a lot of the time. Most of a lot of stuff. I think. Yeah. I think it's a lot of money for something like murder. But if we could put it off being, because it was self-defense. So if we can
money.
How much?
I look back into my memory.
So he's in the system now, and so a bribe to get him out of jail would be probably a good 500 gold. Like you'd have to spread it around. You got to give it to like the right people, kind of thing.
Okay. I think it's like
So
500 gold, which
can
is
I ask a clarifying question on that? To get him out of jail, like I think to say like to convince them to say fully it was like self-defense rather than murder. That would be the 500 rather than just like fully ignore it, release them.
It depends on who you're talking to. So both Magda and Olivia with advantage, can give insight checks to Trill and just regular old insight, so we see how much you glean from your conversations with them. Olivia, you have advantage because you're part of the watch.
Okay.
Well,
good.
Yeah.
Necessary.
Yep.
So Olivia rolled a 17, Magda rolled an 8. Rolled a 6.
Yeah.
So Olivia, there's one small wrinkle to the bribe thing is that these watch members are from a town up the way. They're not like local, and so they don't necessarily know how the city works. You don't know if they're susceptible to bribes or not.
So I'd have to go higher up than them, or
you'd have to go over their head, which could create different kinds of waves, which is where you get the 500 number. And yes, that's a whole it's not like we lost a prisoner. It's like the murder goes away, or nope, he's no longer a suspect, kind of thing. But again, it doesn't mean that Trill and Samuel will stop investigating if their suspect just walks out of jail. So it's you don't know what the outcome's going to be. That's the nature of bribes. You don't, sometimes it takes and sometimes it doesn't. Also, just as a side note, Olivia, nobody knows Hurd's your brother. You don't talk about your family. Nobody,
Okay.
Right. You're not
Right.
buddy with any of the watchers. You're
No,
business, and so they wouldn't know Hurd's your brother.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean it's expensive and sometimes things don't quite work out the way we're hoping, but I think he would at least get out.
If we can get him out, we can at least hide him to figure out what we want to do.
Yeah.
500 is steep, but doable?
I could help.
Yeah, please.
Now, I mean, we're going to be throwing money at this. I mean, sure, 500 gold, you're talking about trying to get them out so that everyone kind of doesn't talk about it, but is there a possibility of 50 gold just gets a cell door unlocked? Forget about talking about murder. Just $50 to get it in, another 50 gold for a cell door, perhaps?
Well, then he's a escaped criminal. Then we have bigger problems. We got them coming after us unless we leave the city.
Not
Why
an
do you guys look like
entirely unappealing idea.
Oh.
I think it's bigger than leaving the city.
What about jobs and money?
If we're harboring a fugitive, I don't think we're going to be necessarily on the up and up on jobs.
While they're having this discussion, we're going to switch the cameras back over to her. This bundle of red hair and red skin rolls over and kind of looks at you directly in the eye because of how tall you are. And her face breaks into a smile. Oh, Atheli! Awesome! How are you? My name's Egg.
Egg?
Egg.
Egg?
A-A-G. Egg.
My name is Hurdlurldr.
Oh, that's a mouthful right there.
You can call me, if it's easier for you.
How about Big H?
Sure. Big
Hey,
H.
Big H? What you in for?
Oh, it's just a big misunderstanding, really.
Of course. Those watchers, they just get all wound up over the stupidest thing.
What are you in for?
It's a misunderstanding. It was a small fireball. It was not that big of a deal. And nobody really got hurt. He looks better without a beard. But apparently, burning down bars with patrons inside is a justifiable. It's a misunderstanding.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, I didn't mean to hurt anybody.
So,
you can see that she's wearing golden bracers that you would know are to suppress any ability to cast other kinds of magic.
So you're a big, powerful magic caster, then?
Oh, so powerful. So powerful. Give me an insight check. Not powerful. She's, can cast fireballs, but that's probably the extent of her power. I can do so many amazing things.
So I guess I've never had a bunkmate in
Really?
jail, at least.
You go to jail often?
No, this is actually the first time.
Oh.
What about? I mean, are you a repeat fireball offender?
Well, the problem is people get so upset, and when they get upset, they try to hurt you, and fireball makes them not try to hurt you anymore. But the other problem is fireball burns some things down, which is lots of fun. But last time I got away, last time it happened, they understood it with an accident. This time, I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm not too optimistic about that, but hey, good things happen. I've never had a celly as big as you.
Yeah. I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
She reaches up underneath her bunk and pulls out basically a dried piece of fruit. I saved this from breakfast. You want it?
Oh, please.
She hands it to you. It's dried mango.
I eat it the same way.
Oh man, you really should have done it.
I was a little bit hungry, yes.
Oh, that's fair. Unfortunately, I don't have anything more, but if you're really polite and nice to the guards, sometimes they bring you extra food.
Noted. Well, I guess I don't really know what to say. You want to tell me about your life?
Sure. I ran away when I was 13, and she sits down and starts talking.
Sure.
Camera pans back over.
How does that make you feel?
Lays back on the bed and gets
Wonderful.
The short version of her life, though, is that she ran away because she found a map to a treasure and decided to become a treasure hunter. And she let slip that she currently has a map to another treasure, but the last one got stolen because she, got to the treasure and people had followed her and then stole it from her. So she has another map, and she, but as soon as she lets that slip, she covers that up. Like, I wish I had another map. I don't actually have another map.
Very powerful.
Very powerful. She's a sorcerer, she tells you. People always tried to make me learn how to do the spellcasting things, but I have a hard time talking sometimes, and I can't enunciate very well.
Oh,
And
believe
so-
me, I know what you mean.
Exactly. So I learned that magic, if you just sort of focus on what you want instead of trying to be all like wordy about it, it just does kind of what you want it to do. So, it's very easy once you get a hang of it. I learned how to do the fire thing because it's lots of fun. She's a little bit of a pyromaniac. So, fun conversation is had there. Panning back over to the bedroom, the war room. Sorry, not the bedroom.
We're all hanging out in a bedroom.
It's like, whoa. Good change.
We're making some plans.
It's on
Let's get
brand.
the music on.
Bow, wow.
Okay.
Yeah. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, Hurd's in jail. That's
Still a little hungover.
yeah.
Who can be bribed?
Yeah, I should look into that.
Maybe
Do I know who the next up above investigators would be?
Yeah, I mean, they are a branch, so they're like they were the same rank as you, so there'd be a sergeant or somebody above them, that you could potentially bribe. Um, there's lots of different ways you could go about it, but it's one of those things where it's not like you walk in and be like, "Hey, I want you to let so and so go," and it's very unusual for a watcher to be bribing another watcher. Like that in of itself is a red flag. Because they're not keen in letting people who are like actively violent free. And so yeah, there's a sergeant somewhere up the chain of command who's in charge of the jail in general that you could probably bribe.
Okay.
A bribe for him, considering it's like a year's wages, is about 125 gold just for a sergeant to,
Yeah. I think the better option maybe would be bringing one of you guys in and saying that you have more information on the murder, maybe, and just handing them the money. Maybe I can say you're a trustworthy source. Are we okay to keep going now that
We're
okay,
running.
great.
It's our show now.
Yes, again, somebody be my therapist. I'm scared.
I think that's better. If you can get us in, one of us can give the bribe.
Yeah, I know you two are pretty good at.
Yeah, I could probably go talk to him.
yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, I know that they like people in the watch. They don't usually get promotions because they're good at their job. They get promotions because they have connections and people that are high up. I mean, if you find some way to help somebody in the watch with something, somebody get a promotion or something like that, because you guys, I don't know, you know people,
on.
Magda.
Maybe you can give us some names.
Matt, I think I would know some names of people.
It might be
high
a
up
good
in the
chance to
watch.
cross-reference here.
very very
Mhm.
high up in the watch.
Like, if me and Magda talked, could we find some something?
Yeah, so I think Magda, you've probably rubbed elbows with the person who's in charge of that entire barracks. He goes by she goes by the name of Zara Gleason.
Okay.
She is a lizard folk, and very like matter of fact, emotionless sort of person. Good for bureaucracy. Always has her T's dotted and I's. Doesn't mean she doesn't have ambition though. It's just her ambition is not. She likes having everything in its place.
Rubbed elbows is in seen her like around at a party, or like has she been to the palace?
Her
thought you were gonna
husband has
say
been to the palace.
Okay.
But you've seen her at parties. You've met her husband. Her husband has been to the palace. So her husband goes by the name of Galvin Gleason. He used to be a well-to-do merchant until he lost his fortune in a unforeseen gambling accident, is how he refers to it.
That's one way of putting it.
He is a very charismatic and vivacious individual. They make for a very odd couple. But you don't get to that kind of position. You would know this as well, Magda. You don't get to that kind of position without being willing to, look the other way for some things, or So the motivations of why Zara is, doing what she's doing, or how she got there. I don't know that you would have an in-depth one, but
I am just looking for names right now.
Yeah.
Is there anyone who's not nearly as high as her, but still higher ranked, who would have been at the palace?
No, the palace is very
Yeah. Okay.
Both specialized and expensive. Olivia would know the So there's like a battalion commander. Her major, actually, Olivia, your major, runs this whole joint.
Alice? no, major.
No, that's your boss. The major, what do I call it? Thomas?
Yes.
Uh,
I have it written. Major Thomas Brand. Yep.
yeah,
Major Tom.
Yeah, Major Tom.
Oh shit!
My
I did
boss.
not do that intentionally. I like puns. I love puns, but I did not do that one intentionally. This is crazy. All right. So he is pretty high up. He doesn't run the barracks, but he carries some weight. He handles the battalions that kind of report into that.
Do I know anything about his personality or?
Well, yeah. We've talked a little bit about it. He's egotistical. He wants to one day be an advisor. He comes from a very rich family.
Okay.
Oh, that's a little louder than I wanted it to be. And he likes to preen, like when Anthony was talking to him, and he was like very much like, I'm the best, because I have these, that kind of thing.
Okay, so Magda's actually seen this guy then, because he was with us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Magda, you remember that guy? He's my boss.
He's the one who ended up paying you.
Is he the one we're gonna go talk to?
Maybe. He's a higher level guy, and I think he's pretty easily manipulated. He's kind of just all about himself, and I have a feeling you know about those kind of people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's egotistical. Bribe, he doesn't need the money, but you make him feel good. That's his personality, which is why Olivia, you understand that, which is why you're like, yeah, he totally told me to go do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if we want to not spend money, that might be the best way to go.
We could offer him something.
Yeah. He really likes. He wants to be an advisor, and he was trying to suck up to Anthony. He probably knows already that Anthony doesn't have as much influence, though. So it's not like we could use Anthony for this.
I think we could still, but
he's still an advisor.
To go strike up conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With money in our back pocket.
Of course.
Yeah, I doubt he'll take money, though. That'll be maybe Zara, I guess.
I'm not sure we need to go that high up.
Okay.
And of course, you guys know with command structure, the higher up you go, the chances of drawing the wrong kind of attention increase.
Okay, so should I just run into work then? What time is it? I forgot. Anybody got a clock?
It was 2 when Hurd got arrested, I think.
Okay.
So it's in the afternoon already? I thought you said it was in the morning.
It took all day to. Yeah, it was breakfast, so it was like 10 or 11.
10. Okay.
We have this on recording, but in case we're wrong, we'll just say that it's 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock now.
Okay. So if we can get you to meet with the major, offer him something. Offer him, if he doesn't know about Anthony, offer him Anthony. If he does know about Anthony,
offer him Anthony anyway.
Offer it. Honestly, like, you could mention that Anthony's on his way out. If he can maybe get meetings with powerful people like Zara, if he could get some meetings with some more powerful people that we could introduce him to, that might give him some interest in helping us out.
Okay, now just remember for a second, you're asking me to do this? All of this
I'm asking you to get someone in the door.
Okay, thank you. That is so much better. I would rather just do, Meg, you want to come?
Sure.
Okay, great. Let's go.
I'm going to change my dress into something appropriate, and then we'll go.
Okay.
What? What?
I'm going to pick one of my fanciest dresses that is just like obviously high class, lots of jewelry, similarly low cut. Take the time to really do fancy hair, and then
Okay.
I was about
Alright.
to say Caden's gonna follow you, like to talk to you, but then you said you're gonna get changed into something, and then I'm like, no, he would, and then I'm like, well, actually, he probably just would follow
Wouldn't
anyways.
care. Yeah.
Yes, so he follows in anyways, just really quick, and
Yeah.
he's like, is there any place you want me? Anything? Like, I don't like the idea of you going in there on your own. I know Olivia will be with you, but at some point,
Yeah.
she's likely to be left behind a door, and you will be on the other side.
Do you have any connections?
I can see if there's anyone. If anyone, it's going to be someone guarding a door or someone just feeding the inmates or something. But I can see if there's someone who can.
I mean, it's better than nothing. What do you think?
If you get in trouble,
Mm-hmm.
and I grab onto my earring, you get in trouble. I don't know if we haven't. Like, I can sense where you are. Maybe grab it and whip it, throw it as fast as you can. I should be able to sense that. Seriously, if I feel your
All
presence
right.
move that quickly, whip it
Mhm.
across a room, and I'll know you're in trouble.
Just like shake
All
your
right.
head. There's
It's
other-
just
I
an
will-
earring, and yet the players use it for weird. All right.
Hey,
Yeah. Brilliant. Well
Throw
done.
it.
Yeah.
You're throwing it now. Can I sense it?
I'll try shaking my head really hard.
You can't sense it when you shake your head really hard, but
Okay.
if you chuck it across the room, it
Okay.
picks it up.
All
High
right.
ping rate.
There you go. That's right. Catch the frame rate across the room.
Right.
Like,
right?
I'll try to get as close as I
Your
can.
plan in place.
Mhm.
Magda changed, looking like $1 million woman.
Olivia's
You
asleep on
guys-
the couch.
Who is?
What took so long?
But
Oh my
we
god!
gotta- Come on.
All right.
Yeah, probably would have all that work probably would have taken like a good hour.
Oh yeah, probably.
I'm eating a
I
waffle.
don't. Yeah. They're
I've got
cold.
waffles. Olivia's
It's
napping.
fine.
All right.
There's
Awesome.
jam in the cupboard. You find. If
I
you
have a
want
great breakfast. Cold, but it's
So-
fine.
Yeah.
Olivia's
So you guys
hungry.
make your way out, and Magda, you're pulling a lot of looks as you jump on the tram to head down into the. Where are
Yeah.
you going first? Are you going to the barracks / jail first, or are you going somewhere else?
Well, where's the? Oh, so I don't know where he is. Or
Well, the major doesn't hang out. He doesn't work. He just has the position. You probably wouldn't know where he's at, but you probably would know how to find him. Like you'd have to. It's the barracks first, then, because you need
Okay.
to find out where he's at.
Yeah.
He's available for emergencies, but it doesn't really work.
yeah, to the office
People
building.
don't-
I guess.
Yeah. So you guys head down and do you enter together or you enter separate?
Should I like? Well, you might as well come in with me, and then
Which
I just stay
building are we at?
there.
You guys are. I don't know why I didn't make this a map beforehand. I was like, I'm not going to need to show it to everybody.
Or
Famous last words.
So the barracks, the whole thing is laid out behind a wall, and then there's a intake building for the jail, and then there's an office building separate for division units and things like that. Hurd, you would know exactly where he basically is at. He's in the jail. And so yeah, let me pull it up, but it's in the Discord if you want to glance at it off to the side while I'm pulling this up so our viewers can see it. Select file. Oh, select file must be selected.
And Caden's
so yeah.
going, but he'll not join them as they go to the building.
Okay.
I'll
You would-
stick with Caden.
Perfect.
We're the backup. Trying to look as tough as possible. Easy
look
for
adorable.
Caden, hard for Clara.
Clara looks adorable.
Hold the staff. Hold the staff with two hands. Just kind of give it a little bit of a tilt.
Like when the photographer
great.
at school is
great.
trying to get your picture, and you're like, "Wait, tilt your head." Okay, now this way.
Okay, so everyone should be able to see the map.
It's black.
It's
need
it's
tokens.
black because it defaults to token view. So let me uncheck those boxes.
Little Foundry
Uh,
lesson in the
yep.
stream.
So everyone should be able to see the map.
Zoom out.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so the jail itself has some offices and processing and things over here. It should be pinging. Is it pinging?
No.
No.
It is. It's just the map's so big. Over there.
I
This
see.
is where Herd is. And then this is where your office buildings are. It's a 3-story office building that houses all the divisions. It's basically bracketed out with rooms and things like that. You most often were going up to the 2nd floor. There's a receptionist in the front. To get somebody like officially released, you go into the receptionist, you handle all the paperwork and stuff like that. They send somebody over to the jail and bring them over. You, however, could just walk straight into the jail. You're a watcher. Your rank is pretty good compared to everybody else, because you've been there for so long. You outrank most of the guards inside the jail. And so you could probably just walk right over there. But Magda would seem very out of place inside the jail itself if she wasn't in processing.
Mm-hmm.
I see this little reception over here. Is that like usually? Does that have like chairs that I could sit on? Like, could we make a show of like, Olivia having me sit there while she goes and finds someone?
Yes.
Okay, I will suggest that to Olivia.
Okay, great. Just do you know who should I say you are? What should I announce you as?
Concerned lady.
Oh. Okay.
She's casting call. Concerned lady.
Concerned lady. All right.
Concerned working woman.
I thought you were talking about like.
Yeah, no. That works. So I want to make my way up to, I guess. Well, I first the reception and ask if Major Tom Brand is in the office.
I don't know, what time of day is it? It's 2:00. Not today. He's gone. He left already.
It's not 2:00 yet.
No, it's not. Well, it's 2:00 now. You guys were, You're right.
It was 10.
Time's hard. Time's hard. 11:30. You're right. So it's before noon. Yeah, he's still here. He'll be gone in about half an hour. Is it an emergency?
No. Kind of. Is my camera frozen? I just looked.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, then it's just mine. All right. Well, I have information on a case that he has authority on, and I just would like to know when I can get to him to get him that.
Well, you can bring it up to his office now. His receptionist would take it.
Oh, it's actually a witness that wants to meet with him, so it'll have to be in person.
Okay. 1 second. And she basically sends a runner. A couple minutes pass, and then his receptionist comes down, takes one look at Magda, and as Magda stands up to greet her, she's like, "This is your witness?"
Yes.
Major Tom, please.
Of course, yeah, right this way.
Mm-hmm.
And Magda, you are ushered upstairs to Major Tom's office. Olivia, you're just left there.
I just go to the break room and get some chips from the vending machine and sit in the break room and wait, I guess.
Okay.
Fantasy.
All right.
Yeah, there's definitely
It exists. It's canon. It's canon.
Yeah. I get.
Heard you're all alone in your jail cell. Not all alone. You have your
I got a
companion.
friend.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. I love this. Olivia's like, I'm not gonna go visit her. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh shit! I guess I could do that. I grab another.
You're eating chips.
I guess I could get another bag of chips and bring it to him. I think about that as I finish my bag.
You don't have to. I just think it's hilarious. It's very Olivia. He's probably fine.
I mean, he's good on his own. He's been, I don't know.
Yeah.
He's not good on his own.
No, he's not.
So, Magda, you are led upstairs to the major's office. Now, he's got a very large office on the third story in the corner. Windows overlooking the barracks, and it can even overlook the wall, and so you can see out into the city. And as you're introduced, the receptionist introduces herself, and she says, "My name's Gloria." She is a young, very attractive woman, and as she introduces herself, she's like, "How shall I introduce you?"
Oh, my name is Madeline. Madeline Ventress.
Madeline
Ventress?
Ventress. Madeline Ventress. Okay. Okay. And she knocks on the door. Major, there's Madeline Ventress here to see you. I think you're gonna want to meet her. And she, all right, yeah. I was just going for lunch. Can't this wait? And as the door sort of opens, he's standing there and he sees you, and he kind of just gives you a look up and down. He's like, on second thought, I have a couple minutes.
Great.
Come on in. Come on in. And he looks over his secretary, Madeline Ventress. Miss Ventress. Mrs.
Miss.
Miss Ventress, come on in.
Mhm.
And he brings you into the room. What can I do for you today, Miss Ventress?
Well, I'm afraid that there's
You
been a
look
bit
familiar. Have we met before?
I believe we have. It was that incident with the train, with the bandits on the train. I'm good friends with Anthony Thorne.
Oh, of course. He almost
Mhm.
preens when you said that. Yeah. Yeah. Right. How can I help you?
Right. Well, a friend of mine has gotten into a bit of trouble, and I think that I need to help straighten things out a little bit. And you took care of the train situation so well. I thought that you were probably the best person to talk to about it. If you could help me out with a misunderstanding or direct me to who can, that would be lovely.
Sure. Now, what kind of misunderstanding is it? Who's it involving?
Hurdlurldr.
Sorry,
Is there an echo?
name doesn't sound familiar, but I don't know all of the goings on around here. And is this something
Well,
directly related to Anthony?
It is. Well, all right. So, Hurd, he was taken in for murder, believe it or not, and it's. I just need to set things straight.
Give me a persuasion. I love how you're like, yeah, finally. 17. Okay.
Not bad. Not bad.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we can look into this.
Mhm.
I mean, if he didn't do anything, then we'll just get this resolved right away. Easily enough done. Gloria, can you bring up a case?
Of course. I mean, he didn't do anything, but they still arrested him. I just want to make absolutely certain if you could direct me to the people who is in charge of the investigation.
Let's
their
get his
officer?
file and we'll find
Mhm.
out.
Okay.
Gloria, could you bring up a file for
Hurdlurldr.
Hurdlurldr last name?
I don't know.
Lidr.
I believe that should be plenty to find him. His name is very recognizable.
Yeah, we sort by last names, not first names. Does Magda know Hurdler's last name?
No.
Can you describe him?
Bugbear, big, tall.
Gloria, can you see if we have any prisoners, bugbears by the name of Hurdler? Find out their last name is. And how is it? What's your relationship with him again? You don't know his last name.
We work together.
You don't know his name.
I know his first name. That's all I need to call him by.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So while that's happening, Olivia, you sit in the break room for several minutes, eating your chips. And let's see what Clara and Caden are doing.
Clara,
Looking
come on.
tough.
We're,
Where?
we're looking tough,
Where?
but Caden is stalking around the outside to find whatever feels the closest to wherever Magda is. Like,
Okay.
I have an owl. Like I
Great.
can.
yes.
No, wait.
That sounds
Actually,
good.
sorry. There.
Okay.
Is there like
perfect.
a tree or something that's like by a window?
This is a giant wall. There's a wall that goes around the entire compound, about 10, 12 feet high, a little bit of razor wire on top, 4 guard shacks.
I don't want to.
But
I'm not putting my owl on barbed wire. Can I
he
see?
lands,
Like,
takes 1 hit point, and disappears.
No, he only has 1 hit point. If I put him on like the top of the guard tower, could he see into
Sure.
the? Okay.
Well, you know the building. It's been a while since you've had to be here. So give me a history check
And
to
would I be
remember
able
the
to
layout of the
tell-
building.
Would I be able to give her like an idea of how far away?
Yes, you know that she's. I can't remember what that thing does. Does it tell you how far the distance, or just that they're on the same, just the direction?
I don't think I actually have an item.
Did I never make a card for that?
No. So I'm making up what it does.
Yeah, that's what happens when the DM screws up. Roll history, Claire.
Okay.
Uh,
I am.
and yeah, you can tell
Oh,
distance.
we're good. I know all about this building. I got a 21.
You know rough distance, and direction, but not like up and down. It's just like the 4 points of the compass. It's not a 3D map. And so between you and Clara's remembrance, you're able to post up your owl right on the windowsill of an open window that happens to be his office. And you're close enough that you can hear in.
Okay, I'm gonna grab Caden's arm because I won't be able to see or hear anything. I will explain this to Caden.
Right.
Caden, blind, deaf. If anything happens, hit me, and or not. Just hit me. It's tradition. And
Okay.
goes
Okay.
into.
Keep telling me what you're hearing.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Hey,
like.
did you hear me? Relay what you hear. I'm gonna like
She's
grab her
gone.
jaw and move it up and down like talk.
I feel that, and I will. Whatever I hear, I will whisper to.
Okay.
I need to know.
So you hear the conversation in there. They called somebody in to you don't hear the beginning of the conversation, you just hear the end where they've gone to get the file and to look into it. And so Olivia, what are you doing? You finished your chips?
Did anyone leave any unmarked lunches?
There's some marked lunches.
Oh. Any of them have those like sticky notes that would easily fall off and not
Yes.
be marked? Okay. I grabbed one of those.
Make an investigation check.
Okay, thanks.
The
where's my-
workplace drama.
Olivia's
here for?
that person.
Yep.
I didn't
None
bring
of
a
them
lunch.
has any notes that would
Damn it.
fall off, but with a little bit of work, anything can fall off.
Yeah. I grabbed the one that looks the most the largest, I guess.
Okay.
and
Peel
then-
off. It
Mhm.
says on top of it, for employee. What's the word I'm thinking of?
Recognition?
Yes, employee recognition dinner. And so you just
Oh,
peel
good,
that
good.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of drop it on the ground and kick it under the table, and then I'm gonna make my way to the jail.
Okay. You walk in. A couple of people give you a nod. Nobody. And
Is it like I'm thinking of it as like a little mini sandwich tray?
yes.
Yeah, I hand them a sandwich and say I was asked to bring these out. And keep walking.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
You get to the double jail cells, which is where you've done this enough that you know that they put a big guy like there in a double cell instead of a single cell. Just doesn't make sense. And so you can head to the double jail cells, and there's a guy standing. So there's a guard on either end of the cells, not in front of every door, but at the end of the hallway. And give me a history check.
Okay. Should not have there.
Yeah, it was a very easy DC. The DC was 11.
Oh, okay, good.
I was thinking of this last night. I was like, if she does go in there, what's the DC for her to recognize the guy? I was like, not 10, 11. So,
I just remember. I'm like, oh yeah.
Well, the reason you remember him is this guy's name is Carney. And when he one of the jobs that you've had in the past is sort of give a tour of the whole place when new recruits come in, and you gave a tour and he asked you out, and you told him no. He took it well, you know, but that's the only reason you remember him is because he was like, maybe he didn't ask you out, but he really was heavily flirting with you, and you sort of made it clear you weren't interested. And he's standing there, and as he's standing there as you sort of walk up. Oh, hey, Olivia.
Hey, before I walked up, I threw
private first class Olivia, PFC. Yeah.
What? Just before I walked up, I threw a few of the sandwiches like into my bag, but I still have a tray. All right, and now what does he say? Sorry.
He greets you with your rank and your last name, not your first name. I just don't remember what Olivia's last name is, even though I should.
She doesn't have one.
You don't know their last name?
Yeah, you don't know my last name? What? Why?
She doesn't have one.
No,
yeah, so she just goes by Olivia. Okay, so
Yeah, she's gonna get it's pending.
Right.
When my dad sends the letter, eventually I'll get my last name, but it's on its way. It's stuck in the mail. Anyway, hey, this tray here, I was told to bring this out and tell you guys to take a break, employee appreciation or something, so I'll cover your shift. It's supposed to be like appreciate the little guys.
Great.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So this is a
great place to work. 5 weeks.
Guess so.
Employee appreciation. Give me a persuasion roll with advantage because you outrank him.
Okay. Good.
Well, it's actually a deception roll, but
wait, deception? Can I try again then?
Are you proficient in deception?
No, it wouldn't be any better.
I will give you this just because I want to see if it goes better.
Okay.
I called for the wrong roll. I do like that.
No. Okay, well, it just went worse, and then I actually thing.
Yeah, but she rolled a 3.
Oh, I didn't see the 3 and the 1.
Yeah, the 3 and the 1.
She rolled it twice.
Okay.
So
appreciate the little plebs and the low brow people. Not great at. Oh shit!
A natural 20.
Yeah. You did. I see that. Opposed to my 3.
I can't let you cover my shit. I already got in trouble for this once. I can't leave for. Can I just have some of the sandwiches before you take them to everybody else?
You see, then I have to like socialize further than I am right now, and I was hoping that you would do that for me as like a favor. I cast friends on him.
Oh my goodness.
Shit got real.
Okay. Cast friends on him.
That's all I know. I just really need you to do. I just hate talking to people. I just need you to do this for me, and then
sure.
I just need to
do this favor for you, and then maybe we.
Done.
All right. Yeah. Here's the keys.
Thanks.
Cool. I do this favor for you, and then maybe we can grab dinner sometime. Awesome. And he takes the sandwiches and walks away.
Yep. Heard.
What? Is that Olivia here? I get up out of my bunk to the bars. Olivia, what are you doing here?
Hi. I came to see if you were all right. I brought you a sandwich. I didn't know if they were giving you. You came later, so.
Oh my gosh, a sandwich! I will cherish this forever, beyond the wall or in the mines.
Oh gosh, Hurd. We're working on this. No, you're not gonna. That's probably not happening. Definitely not happening.
I met somebody in here. She's quite interesting. Her name is Egg. This is Egg.
Great.
Hey, how are you? Hey, you're getting him out, huh? Are you gonna get me out too?
See, no, like the thing is, he didn't. It's a misunderstanding with him.
Same.
So.
Oh, but it's a misunderstanding with her as well.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And that's what she tells me.
That's that'd be a lot of paper.
What the fuck you hear from down the hall?
I'm gonna, you know what, Hurd, we're getting stuff done. We're gonna be back for you. I gotta go. Just don't worry about it.
Don't leave me, Olivia.
Meg has got it covered. I'll see you later. Don't say her name, by the way, though. I didn't say that. Bye.
Yeah. And so you dash the other way down the hall. And coming around the corner after you leave is a very pissed off Carney as the friends wore off, and now he knows that you cast the spell on him.
Yep.
And is kind of annoyed, given that that's also minorly illegal.
It's a prank. It's a prank, bro. Just a prank.
It's a prank, bro. You yell over your shoulder. Yeah. So back up in the office. It takes a little while. It takes a good like 25 minutes to find the file, just because it's the military kind of thing, and it's not fast at all. And so you guys make small talk.
Yeah, I'll continue chatting with them. So, to be completely frank with you.
Say that again?
To be completely frank with you. Hurd was doing business for Anthony. And this really is all a big misunderstanding. And I heard of how good your department was, so I thought you could all just take care of it. No one has to worry about any of the advisor business. And everyone's happy.
All right. So he's doing some business for Anthony. But what sort of business?
You want me to tell you advisor secrets?
Well, that's fair. So we take care of this, and
I'll put in a good word for you with Anthony for sure.
Well,
you personally could even set up a meeting.
A meeting? Well, I sort of already met him myself, but
a personal meeting just for you.
Really? I had some ideas. Roll me.
He'd love to hear them.
I think we're lying still, right? So roll me a deception check.
Okay.
Just as you're sitting there, this covers the whole 15-20 minutes.
Right.
An 8. Well, I thought Anthony was on his way out.
I suppose that's just your perspective.
Well, he's saying that the knock on the door. I have the file. So in walks his Gloria and gives him the file. And he sets it down at his desk and begins to look through it. He goes, "Well, let's see. Out of the people who did the arresting aren't underneath my command, but that's not going to be an issue because the jail's underneath. Well, sort of. Some of the people in the jail under my command. Very complicated. You wouldn't, don't trouble yourself about it. But let's see. He starts to read through the file. Well, it looks like he murdered a goblin outside the city.
This is, of course, the story that they believe.
Right. Yeah, this is what the file is saying. He murdered a goblin outside the city. Oh, you were... Well, no, you didn't introduce yourself
I
as
didn't
Magda.
introduce myself with my real name. I wasn't
Right.
there.
Let's see. There's a couple other individuals of interest, but it looks like they have a pretty solid case against him. Now, that kind of thing could be gone away. It could disappear. You know. So
Well,
there's a
my
couple
friend is
things we
here.
could do. You can't just make a case disappear. We have to have somebody else be good for it. And so they had 4 companions with him. Do you have one of the other ones that you would prefer, like, you know, that you don't care whether or not they get the rap?
Well, here's the problem. They're all working for Anthony. It's all advisor business.
That is a problem.
I have a solution for you.
Oh.
They believe it was murder. I believe it was self-defense.
Oh, okay. Yeah, self-defense is always good. Well, we could get this changed to self-defense if he would simply say it's self-defense.
And what does that take?
He just has to say it's self-defense. You know, we go down there, I talk to him, and then he tells me it's self-defense, then we're good to go. But again, I'm curious what I get out of this.
Well, connections never hurt. You believe that Anthony may be on his way out? I mean, I disagree. But still can't hurt to speak with an advisor. You know, get to know who's coming up next.
Give me a persuasion roll. DC is 14.
How did I do that?
You have like +8.
I'd like to remind everybody of inspiration. Just saying that.
See, I've been saving it because I was like, there's gonna be a really crucial one, and I was like, but
unfortunately, I don't think it can really help with this. Maybe take it up with the investigating officers. I appreciate your time, but I have a lunch date.
So I really would be ashamed to tell Anthony of how this department is really kind of falling apart.
I will give you an intimidation roll.
This I will take advantage on.
Can I see this happening?
DC, yes. DC is going to be slightly higher, though, because of the previous failures. So I'm going to put the DC at 17.
How far away are Caden and I standing from the wall to where they are?
You're just right underneath the wall. The people lean on the wall all the time.
I was going for if I need to try and rerun time for her, but we're good.
Not close. Not close enough. There's a distance on that. There's no need to, go that way. Tell you what, why don't we... Let's see. Why don't I talk to the investigating officers and see if we can't get them to go in another direction on this. I can't just let him go, but take that kind of risk without getting some kind of very tangible reward. But I can introduce you to the people who are the investigating officers, and you can see whether or not you can make some progress with them. He doesn't like he's flustered, but you as Magda understand that even releasing a prisoner like this does take some risk, and so he wants something for it. But he just doesn't believe that you have a whole lot to offer based upon your previous things.
Yeah.
But he doesn't want to let you down because he has seen you talk to Anthony. So he's like at a cross. He's not a smart man. He's like completely conflicted right now. And so we're going to turn the camera back over to Olivia. Olivia, what did you say? You had said something about a key and a sandwich?
Yeah, I want to have put the keys in the sandwich.
Sure. There's nobody around. You could have just handed him to him.
Well, just in case. I don't know.
Okay. So you put the keys inside the tray, which you slide between the bars underneath all the sandwiches.
I didn't give him the whole. I just gave him the one sandwich. I gave the tray to the other guy. Yeah.
Okay. Give me, just to see how stealthy you are, give me a sleight of hand roll.
Great.
One of these days we'll do things you're good at, but not today.
And
Hurdlurldr, give me a perception check.
Oh, Jesus. Why am I so bad? Oh no!
You slide the key into the sandwich and you hand it to him. Hurdlurldr, she gave you a sandwich.
No, don't hurt yourself.
Don't eat it.
Oh
I will
no,
cherish
not the way
this sandwich. I will also eat it. 'Cause I'm very hungry. Okay,
yeah,
here I go.
Yeah. Eat. Oh no!
And she's running now at this
Yeah,
point.
I was already out.
But you got you chipped teeth. There's a key in the sandwich to the jail cell.
Oh, my tooth.
Oh no, his tusks. Oh no.
Yeah, you've chipped one of your tusks.
Oh no.
Oh, I see what you did, but
I'm gone. I left already.
Okay.
You see a guard go running by, not even look at you guys. Caden and Clara. You guys doing anything other than listening?
If Clara's continuing to say things out loud, then Caden was getting really apprehensive, but at some point feels like, okay, this is under control. So he's okay to wait.
Okay. Then we'll swing back to Magda. Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, yeah, if we're near the north gate, he'd certainly be keeping an eye on to see if there's anyone he recognizes going in or out.
Okay. Give me a perception check. No,
11.
Nobody catches your eye. So we circle back to Magda. Look, I don't know what you really want me to do here. Hey. What's your working relationship with Anthony? Are you like the next person who takes over? Are you going to be working for them as well?
Potentially. Politics are complicated.
They are.
I could certainly find out who it is and put you in a good word with them.
Yeah. Maybe if you could get General Gleason.
Oh, Gleason, Sarah. I know her. Why didn't I think of her before? Of course.
You know her.
I've met her
Yeah,
sometime.
I think I'm due for a promotion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd agree with that.
All right. Yeah, we can maybe change this file to self-defense. He goes to the door. Can you go and find Trill and Samuel? Tell them to come up here. We need to have a conversation with them.
Uh-oh.
Sounds like you have this handled. I have somewhere I need to be.
Yeah. Are you sure you don't want to hang around and talk to them yourself?
I think you've got this handled. I have an appointment with Sarah Gleason to make.
Of course, yeah. Well, thank you for stopping by. And how can I reach you?
Oh, you know what? One of the watchers guided me here, Olivia. She knows just how to contact me.
Fantastic.
And I will get up and go.
Okay, as you kind of leave, you're heading down the stairs, and you see a Kenku and a
See me.
that's the question. So give me a disguise self roll, because of all of your getting yourself up.
Okay.
To just you look so different than what you looked like before. Do you have disguise self?
No.
That would
Disguise kit,
be
you mean?
stealth. That'd be, let's see. I want to do stealth but charisma based. So, are you proficient in stealth?
No.
Performance.
Okay. Are you proficient in
It'd be
performance?
performance.
Yes.
Okay, we'll go with performance.
Okay.
I'm not looking.
Oh no.
That advantage.
Wait. She's
Wait. Can
What is
I? Okay,
happening?
hold on.
Megs, are you okay?
I know that they're coming.
Right.
I would like to
So
take
let
a
me tell you,
different route.
there's only one real one down. But let me tell you what happens.
Okay.
They sort of see you, ma'am, and then just keep going.
Okay.
All right. You know what? Fine.
Your testimony before was rock solid. So,
It's true.
And you head downstairs. As you're heading downstairs, you hear at the front gate, or as you pass out the receptionist, there's another runner. There's these runners that just run up and down the stairs carrying messages and things. Actually, no, we're in a magic society. Yeah, they use like sending stones and things like that. You hear one of the receptionists say, "Can you find out if Olivia's still on the grounds? The major would like to speak with her." You're good. You head out the north gate. You circle around the north gate. There's Caden and Clara. Clara's still got her eyes like glazed over. I'm assuming you're listening to the conversation in the room.
Yes.
Okay.
I would definitely say to Caden, and if Magda's approaching, just be like, I'll keep listening to what he actually tells them.
I'm gonna just kind of pat her on the shoulder gently, like gotcha kind of thing, and I'm gonna run over to Magda and just make sure.
Oh no.
You okay?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
You're against the wall, Clara. So they walk in, and Trill says, we have come. And Samuel goes, you asked for us, Major. It's like, yes, this case, this Hurdlurldr. We pretty open and shut murder. Not sure why, but we think it might be something to do with the GTA. Got fired from there. It's like, are you sure it's not self-defense? Well, yeah, we're pretty sure it wasn't self-defense. It the throwing the body in the water kind of indicates it was animosity. Yeah, but are you sure it's not self-defense? Somebody could throw a body in the water just because they're scared of getting caught. Oh, I suppose that's the case. Are you telling us to make it self-defense? As well, I've spoken to one of the witnesses, and it appears to be self-defense. Okay. I mean, if that's what we're going to be calling it. But there's still the hiding the body and all of that. Yeah, we charge him on something lesser. Failure to report a death or something like that. Misdemeanor. Get him out of jail in a couple days. What witness? If you don't mind. It's none of your business. I've spoken to a witness. All right. We're dismissed. Can we leave? And so they leave.
Okay. Do I see through Kafka, if I look around, Olivia running somewhere, or she's still in the building?
No, it's she's on the other side heading to the east gate.
Nobody sees
The
my
guard
failure.
stopped chasing you, Olivia, once you left the building because he's still at a post to return to.
I'm just like, haha, back in the friend zone.
You're making sense.
Which way did she run?
She ran to the east.
Okay, and then so the guards ran after her to the east.
Correct. So, Hurd, you have a key.
Egg, perhaps I can help get you out of here for
fantastic.
For the map.
Well, I can't necessarily just give you the map, but I do need a crew to help get to the treasure. You seem like a really good guy, and your friend seemed really nice. You're not gonna backstab me like the last group, are you?
We would never backstab anyone.
Here's the deal. You give me the map, and I give you the key out of here.
Look, pal, I'm not giving away another one of my maps. You know how hard it is to get this map? I had to go and hang out with a drunken dwarf who had very touchy hands to get this map.
So you're willing to live the rest of your life in the mines or
Oh,
outside
it's
the
not the
wall?
rest of my life. It's gonna be like 4 months.
You're a
die.
repeat offender.
Ah, but the last one got thrown out.
Yeah, but that's 2 strikes, buddy.
I'm a girl. So it'd be like
You're
sister
still
or something like that.
Okay, sister.
I'm not giving you the map. I don't have it on me for one. But you're welcome to come and help me. You're just gonna take the treasure for yourself, aren't you? You're gonna take the map from me and take the treasure for yourself. You're just like everybody else. Just try to use me and throw me away just because I speak with a lisp.
Perhaps we can make a deal. Maybe if I see you outside of here, when you go to your court hearing or whatever, and you get sentenced what you think you're going to get sentenced, maybe we'll meet up outside of jail and we can arrange for something. But I have a date with Destiny, and I'm going to, as I see the guards run off after Olivia, I'm going to take that opportunity to flee.
You're
to
gonna take
try
that
to escape.
opportunity to unlock your cell, and that's where we're gonna take our break. So we're gonna take a 10-minute break. As Magda has successfully gotten his charges reduced to a mere misdemeanor, and he breaks out of jail, we are going to take a break. We'll be back in, I think our breaks are 5 minutes now, so we'll be back in 5 minutes. So smoke your cigarettes quickly. So we'll see you in 5. I'm back. We last left off before the break with her making a decision. So as you say, you have a date with Destiny and goes, I'll come with you. We'll find the treasure together. You can have the map. Just not the map itself. You can have me in the map. Is that okay?
Fair enough. And I open the door and I just leave it unlocked and I start running.
All right. Which direction do you run?
Yeah, so I'm like right here, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I am going to run to the west and out this door, and my intent is to get to this north gate.
Okay.
And then from there...
This mark right there is a sewer entrance, by the way.
A sewer entrance?
Yes. So you start, do you run or do you walk like you belong?
You know what? I walk like I belong, even though I just said I run. Okay. Yeah, that sounds like a better idea. I'm just going to start walking towards the sewer entrance.
All right. You and Ag is following you, trusting that you know what to do. Yeah, what are we doing? Give me a perception check for yourself, Clara.
Okay.
Because you're looking through the eyes.
Yes. Perception.
Okay. So you begin to walk out. As you are walking through the jail and getting right to that door, the door opens into you, and in walks Thrill and Samuel. And they look you up and down, and they say to you, "We're not letting this go." Not you, Hurdlurldr.
Oh.
They say to me?
Yeah. Wait.
Where did they come?
I thought. Okay.
Wait, where'd they come from? What happened? What?
They came through the door that he was going in. Out. They just come from downstairs. They just been dismissed. They walked over.
But isn't he far away?
Okay. So I'm leaving out through this door. I open it up, and they're right there. And
they're walking in. It's
they're
like that
in.
whole thing where one person's going through a door and the other person is, and they see you and they say, "We're not going to drop this. We know you did it."
I'm gonna say nothing. I'm gonna go for the sewer.
Okay, they just, the door shuts behind you, just walk, and they don't care about ag. They don't know anything about ag, and they just keep going. You get to the sewer, and you realize that they took all your shit with you. You don't have your badge.
Is he within sight of the north gate?
He is. Yeah, you can see the north gate.
Can he see us?
No.
Okay.
I ran to Magda at the gate. Would we see Hurd?
Give me a perception check.
18?
Yes, you see Hurd.
Magda, Hurd's here. Hurd, we're right here. Come on.
As I'm like getting into the sewer.
What are you doing?
You can't unlock the sewer gate.
Hurd.
Am I like
Oh,
running
okay.
around the corner at some point, or like I'm around here somewhere, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Clear. Your name is Clear. Except for fucking prison break, evidently.
Yeah,
I'm out now. They just.
You think they're not gonna come after you?
I mean, they're right
you
here,
are
right
shouting.
next to me,
You
right?
are shouting across this. Are you talking to him? 'Cause
I was
he's-
not shouting. I thought we were a lot closer.
No. You
No.
guys
I'm
are
not
good
shouting that.
100 feet. So Hurd,
gonna-
you see them.
I'm going.
You hustle over to him. Magda has this absolute disbelief and frustration on her face. Clara, you see Hurd come this way.
I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna have
Right.
Pop come back to me and come back to myself
Right.
and be like, "Let's go." Can we see Olivia at all?
She'll be fine.
Olivia
Let's
went
go.
the other direction.
But,
Okay, let's go. They didn't. We're just gonna go. Anywhere.
Okay. Fucking hell. Alright.
Where do we go?
Keep walking.
Away.
Clara,
Out.
do you want to watch?
Here.
Whose house
Do
have
you want
I
to check
not
with your
been?
owl for Olivia?
Yes,
We'll keep
I'm gonna.
walking.
I'll grab Caden's hand and shoot Kafka to circle to see if I can find Olivia.
Olivia, as you are making your way around the heading towards which gate are you heading towards? You heading towards the east gate?
I was heading out.
Right.
The closest way, I guess, yeah, east gate.
Is the east gate. Okay, so
Yeah.
you swing around and book it towards the east gate. The guards kind of look at you like you're running, like you are running, like your legs are on fire, and
Cardio.
and- All right, yeah, they open the gate and let you through.
Just screaming around the corner.
Yeah,
Do I see this as Kafka?
no, you choose.
Oh,
This is
I'm
happening while
also
Hurd
wearing
is doing
plate
the thing.
armor.
But she
so-
comes, dang. She comes bolting around the top corner, kind of jogs up to you guys, and you guys swiftly walk away. And where are you going?
where is safe?
Whose house have I
Straight-
not been
yeah.
to?
They've been to every.
Okay,
I-
fine. Come with me. Follow me. Everyone, let's go. Let's go.
Immediately to
Olivia?
busy crowds.
Olivia, I told him that you're my contact.
Okay.
I have a place.
You
I have a place.
Okay.
Oh wait, going with you? No.
They know where you live, Olivia. You work
Oh.
for them.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
why
they
would
know
they
where you
follow
live.
me?
Because I told them that you're my contact.
Oh. All right, your place.
Okay, I'm going to that place.
Is that
Where are you taking them?
I'm taking them into the city, probably like a nicer part of town, and like a nice apartment building,
Oh my god.
And I have-
Townhouse.
a townhouse, and I take out my spell book, flip some pages where I've kind of put a key, take it out, and open up the townhouse.
So you walk in, and she leads you to this townhouse. Hurdlurldr, you recognize the area of town. It's just adjacent to where she went to school. It's not really close. It's sort of in between where she went to school and where she lives. And she opens up this townhouse that she has a key for, and you walk in, and it's a relatively nice townhouse. It's narrow and deep. It looks like it has like 2 stories. The walls have wallpaper on them, and with books all over it. Hanging on the coat rack in the corner is one of those long dusters that professors sometimes wear, or light watchmen, like people who change the lights or something like that for walking out in the rain and stuff like that. And You make your way through into the living room. It looks like there's a place for like lots of books, tons and tons of books. There's maps on the walls. There's notebooks laying around, and it looks like somebody has trashed this place. Like the books are all off the shelves. The shelves, some of them have been knocked over. The couch cushions are cut open. You continue deeper into the kitchen. There's a cold box and some food that has rotted sitting on the table. And as you sort of look around, this is one of the things that strikes you. Some of the pictures and things on the wall is that this is a male. No. This is some guy's house. There's pictures of a man on the wall. That you see the pictures, but there's nobody else in the pictures. It's just a one guy. Yeah, you come in, you shut the door behind you. This place has been tossed.
Clara,
What
what is this?
the hell?
It's a safe place. That's all I can say. No one will think to look for Hurd here.
Are you fucking a teacher?
He's technically
That-
gone.
You killed him?
No! No! How would I have killed him?
I don't know. This place looks like you were. What? You looks like you stole. What? What happened?
Did I know that it was tossed like this?
No.
Okay.
You stopped by after. Oh, you haven't been here in a month. But it was fine last time you were.
I don't know what happened here, but I have a key. It's fine. It's fine.
Why do you have a key?
Is he going to believe it's fine when he walks in here and finds his place tossed and I'm just in here?
If he walks in here, I will be shocked. He's been missing for a very long time.
Wait, he's been missing?
Yes.
Can you help me put together these puzzle
All right, there's
pieces?
a lot to talk about right now.
I think we all have a corner piece
let's-
and we're missing
Hi,
everything.
Let's sit
Oh
down
shit! Why is there always?
and
Eck has followed you this whole way.
There's always so
Oh boy.
stupidly cheerful people.
Hurd,
Who is this?
what were you doing?
What
Who's
was
our
I
friend?
doing?
Yeah.
I was escaping for my life. And
I got
also
you
making new
cleared.
friends along the
I
way.
got your name cleared. You are no longer
Yeah, but there was
Except
two
for
people
murder.
that as I was escaping, they said that I was
And
not
well,
cleared.
But they didn't
No,
chase
weren't.
you.
Because I talked to their boss, and their boss made them clear you.
Okay, put yourself in my position. You are
Hurd, you just added prison break to your
Okay,
list of charges.
that might have been. I did slip him a key in the sandwich. I didn't know that things were going so well for you.
In a sandwich?
It seems. Well, I didn't have any cake. Isn't that how
This-
they usually do it? In,
You
like,
know how he eats.
This tram is a train wreck.
Oh. Are you okay, Hurd? Is everything?
my tooth is chipped,
Oh.
and I'm a fugitive on the run, and I'm in some
You're
dude's
not a
apartment
You're
who
not a
Clara
fugitive.
apparently.
He is a
Just
fugitive because he
been-
broke out of prison. They said that they were going to turn it into a lesser charge.
Technically,
broke out of jail.
he didn't break out. I gave him. I'm a watchman. I gave him the key. I just instead of me unlocking it, he did it. It was just a different way of.
Olivia, roll persuasion on yourself.
Oh,
On yourself.
So you're going to, you know that is, I suppose
Magda.
your career is probably a better,
That's the one.
A one.
I knew that you were good at what you do. I didn't know that you were this good.
I understand. However, it has been less than, 5 hours. It's been 3 at the most.
Yeah,
Well, it's okay. It's okay. We'll figure this out. We will find something and get prison break removed too. Maybe you can do community service or something. I don't know.
Maybe we can go treasure hunting, get a bunch of money, save our mother from a life in the mines and free you guys from your debt, and use a little extra to bribe the cops.
Heard. Sorry, it's not. I don't know how much debt you guys have, but it's not like millions of gold or anything like that.
And who are you?
What?
Oh, I'm Egg.
Egg. Hi, Egg.
So,
I'm gonna lean over to Caden and say, should I put her to sleep?
Look, Egg,
Yeah.
out the door. The rest of you, pie in the sky talk later on. Clara, what is this place and why does it look like someone tossed it?
This is what Egg looks like, by the way.
Wait, you're telling her to leave the apartment? She's kind of.
no, she should
Outside the
stay.
door.
I could go look around. And she leaves the library and starts, heading upstairs.
No, don't go upstairs. Okay. Why don't we
It's
go
alright,
upstairs?
I won't burn anything.
If you burn something, I will put you to sleep and throw you into the street.
She's going to burn something. You better just do it preemptively.
I'm cast sleep on her.
Roll the hit dice.
Yeah.
The dice.
Sleep.
She has
Claire, you've been
37
acting
hit
so
points.
strange
Roll.
lately.
Cast. Okay, and then 5d8. 27.
Does not fall asleep.
Oh.
She's like, I won't burn anything. I don't do that right
Hey,
after I
but
get
we
out of
really-
jail.
We really want to be on the down low for now. So why don't you? There's a really nice closet right over there. Just put your go in there. Put your fingers in your ear.
I'm not doing that.
Sit on the
But-
stairs. Just sit on the stairs. It's fine.
Give me an insight check.
Who?
Hurd and Clara. Hurd, having spent the time in the cell with her, she's not gonna burn anything. She's just gonna look around.
Okay. If you steal anything, I'm gonna be mad.
Clara, is this how this place usually
Okay.
looks?
No, the last time I was here, it did not look like this. I don't know what happened.
Is there someone else who lives here? Like, who we can expect to be here anytime soon?
I would be surprised if he showed up. He hasn't been around in a very long time. I've been looking for him, but in all of the time that I've been here, he hasn't returned. So if he does show up, I'm gonna have some questions, but I don't know who would have been here and done this.
Okay. Can we check around to see, does this just look like someone noticed the place has been, a bunch of teenagers have come in and just roughed up the place and tried to look for some booze or something, or does it look like
Sure.
professionally combed through?
As you guys sort of walk around this entire place, as Ag goes off to investigate and you guys sort of spread out through the place, roll me a investigation, Caden, since you're the one asking.
812.
Sorry, burping. As you guys are exploring and looking around, you get to a room that looks like it's clearly a study, and somebody has systematically taken the notebooks out of the where he kept them and flipped through them and thrown them aside, one at a time. Just pulled notebook off, flipped through it, threw it aside. So the notebook off, flipped through it, throw it aside. In this room, there's also a giant picture of the person who owns the house. He looks like this.
We're going to see Clara's type.
Oh. What? Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Well,
Okay.
Not going to
Just
judge.
picking up notebooks.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Good to know.
But yeah, this is clearly a study. Claire, you've been in here. This is where he does a lot. You've spent a lot of time in here. There's a chalkboard with some fractions and things like that on it. As you glance over, it appears he was working on a problem that you guys have spent a lot of time working on. Only there is at the end, there is a circle around what appears to be a solution.
No. Is that new?
Kate-
Or
Yes.
okay. Do I notice any of the notebooks missing? Like if I'm kind of
Give
picking
me
them
an
up?
investigation check.
Caden would point it out to you. Caden is going to say, like, points at the picture. Is this an important guy? Looks like someone was going through his notes specifically.
14. He, I don't really know.
Who is this
What?
person? What's his name? Let's right there.
His name is Kieran Gall. He was my mentor at the academy. Well, sort of. He was going to be. We worked together. He was helping teach me all my time magic. But when I came back from my watch service, he was gone.
When's the last time you saw him?
Ugh, how long has it been?
How long have you been out of the watch?
Watch services.
2 years.
3
2
years? 2 years?
Or 2 years.
So it's been almost a year, I think.
So you would have seen him roughly a year ago.
Yeah.
You met with him right before you finished your watch service to make plans, and then the last time you came by, he wasn't here.
Yeah. So
Oh, wait, you've been coming here for a year without him here?
look, sometimes I need space, and I'm kind of hoping he'll show up.
Is there, Clara, just working on a hunch here, is there anything here that would, of his,
right.
that wasn't
14.
here before your, like, since the last time, something of his that I'm wondering if he's been back?
Are you guys gonna tear through the house?
I would prefer they not tear through the house.
With a 14, you do notice there is one notebook missing. It is actually a notebook that it is the notebook you use to take notes.
Oh. Okay. Do I know what it was about?
Yeah, I mean, it was your notes. It was trying to understand your time magic.
Okay.
Specifically, as what he was trying to do was the overarching project that he was attempting to do was figure out how he could look back in time, specifically targeting the curse.
Okay.
So he wanted to bend or warp the reality of time and be able to step through it.
Do not tell them that.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. It's my notebook that's missing, so just gonna put the stack on the desk. Like I am trying to pick things up, picking things up.
While this is going on, Magda, Olivia, Hurdlurldr, what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna pull Olivia to the side. What's on your mind? I saw the way that you reacted to this, so it's okay to talk about these things. What's going on? Just tell me what's going on in your head.
Heard? You're talking to the wrong sister. She's the one who has a secret man and a secret house. That is more concerning than me being concerned about it.
Yeah, but I know that your living situation isn't exactly pretty, and she's sitting over here with a secret house. I saw the way that you reacted to that.
Well, exactly. Are you not hearing what you're saying? Secret house. I have this has nothing to do with me, Hurt. Did you know about this?
No, I didn't. I didn't know about it.
Like, you talk to her all the time. She never was like, oh yeah, there's this guy that I met. And he's so hot. Like,
apparently she's very deep.
Very deep.
There it is.
deep inside this man's like life. Like, what the fuck?
Oh.
Like, I decided to switch that as I was.
I understand. It's my understanding that the relationship between a mentor and an apprentice is a complex one, and sometimes you get free living space, I think.
Oh,
I don't know how it works. I'm not a wizard.
I don't think that's how it works.
Well, then explain this.
You tell her to explain it. You're supposed to be asking her how her feelings are, not me.
All right, Clara. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
she's-
stomp up to Clara.
I drop a book.
Why exactly has this man given you access to his house? Isn't that a little
I'm standing behind.
different for a mentor and apprentice, that sort of relationship? What's going on here? There's something going on here, and I want the truth.
Yeah,
The truth. The
the
truth.
truth.
The truth.
The truth.
He is my mentor. We were trying to solve some magical questions, and that took time, and so I stayed here a lot.
You're hiding something from me.
I want
can
to insight
feel
check
it.
her. She's
How
saying
many-
everything is
Yeah,
true
go
about
ahead.
relationships.
How many
Yeah.
bedrooms are in this apartment?
You haven't been upstairs.
Just the one?
You haven't been upstairs yet. Oh. Clara, go ahead and roll me, whisper me, persuasion or deception, your choice.
Okay. I think I've said it right.
Kit.
Not gonna watch the stream. Don't look at the stream. Don't look at the stream.
Oh,
Don't look at
So Magda, yeah, she's hiding a whole lot. So as you guys start to move through the house, naturally starting to head upstairs, you get to, there are several bedrooms upstairs. There's 2 bedrooms upstairs. One is made up like a guest bedroom. One is a main bedroom. Are you guys, I just want to know so I can know what to describe to you. Are you guys like going through the house, or are you guys just sort of going through the house?
I'm not.
I'm not either. I'm gonna like find a place to lay down and just take all this
Okay.
in.
Aiden's
checking
checking all the windows, looking to see what you can see
Okay.
from the windows. Are things bolted down properly for the windows and the doors? He's doing that
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
Okay.
I'm checking the closets to see where Claire's clothes are. Which bedroom? Which bedroom her
Okay.
clothes are in?
In the one bedroom that's not the master bedroom, there are no clothes in the closet.
Uh-huh.
It's just the guest bedroom. And in the other bedroom, there is it's all men's clothes, except for 2 pieces of clothing. One is one of Clara's cloaks. It's obviously hers. And one is Clara's old school girl uniform.
I hate you so much.
Okay. Alright, investigation over.
Results are in.
Also, Olivia, do you just open the closet or you like go through the closet?
Oh, probably just go through it. Might as well.
Give me an investigation check. Magda, what were you doing?
We really should talk about what just happened. Olivia, get out of the fucking closet. Come here.
What? I wasn't paying. I was. Look at this uniform. She wore this. Can you
I'd
believe it?
snatch it out of her hands.
There's all kinds of people out there. Olivia, come here.
Okay.
Thank you, Magda.
I make my over.
So, we need to talk about what just happened.
Which
Yes,
part?
we do.
So, I am dubious of the treasure plan. I'm very dubious.
Yeah.
Anning, by the way, is laying on the bed in the guest bedroom and playing catch with herself with a small globe of fire, just tossing it.
I go to stop her.
Yeah. So I don't trust that criminal.
We may have some kind of treasure map, but yeah, I don't think it will solve our problems.
No, I'm not even sure. They just keep saying treasure, and that could mean a lot of things.
Yeah, this is true too.
I mean, I can tell you what it is. You're like literally right outside my door. I could.
We're in a different room, though.
It's not your door.
What?
I could have did on this room.
What is with all these NPCs with amazing hearing?
Oh.
We're in a different room, Mr.
This is a very tiny townhouse. So go
Oh,
ahead, roll
okay.
me a.
Okay.
I don't know what kind of houses you live in, but I can hear my roommate across the hall.
Oh well, somebody is talking
Roll
loud.
me a stealth check,
Okay.
or to cover your conversation.
I am bad at everything today. Absolutely everything. 7.
Right.
Yeah.
So she comes in while you guys are having this conversation and says, "Look, I don't want to get involved in all of the other stuff that you guys are very much apparently involved in, but I can tell you what the Treather is if you wish."
Well, what is
Sure.
it?
That helps.
So a long time ago, you remember the war that happened between, before the city was built, and there was all sorts of like major weapons and things like that. Well, there was a group of people who buried a bunch of these weapons down inside the mines. And the tunnel of one of the mines that they stored, it was one of their storerooms, and that tunnel collapsed. And because there's a lot of tunnel collapses, they just sort of left it. And so now back in there is a whole bunch of old armament and supplies and things like that for previous to the war, for the dwarves. And so it's magical gear. Based upon what I understand, it's a lot of nice magical gear that you can sell and things. So I call it Treather because I think it's going to be shiny and fun. But, I don't really know what's going to be there. But it was, an old storage depot from before the war. So it could be lots of, super magical stuff. Or, illegal magical stuff, which is, one of the things that I got arrested for before. But it could be all sorts of different stuff.
Who gave you this? Where'd you get the map?
I acquired it from a person who was a dwarf who got really, really drunk, and he thought he and I were going to have a relationship like Clara has with her professor.
Okay.
And instead I got him really, really drunk, and he was really handy with me, and I felt that for the price of that admission, I should have something. And so I acquired this map from him.
This is why I avoid all relationships, because apparently terrible things are happening to everyone in one. Oh
But
my
the
gosh.
map is hidden at the moment. I have to go and reacquire the map because of the whole fireball thing. But if you guys want, I need a crew to go down in there. The mines are not exactly safe, and I do enjoy hitting things with fire, but I can only do that a certain number of times a day. And so I would need people to help, and I would split everything equally.
So
How about that those collars? Are you able to cast magic with
Oh
what you've
fuck!
got
I
on?
forgot about these. You're part of the watch. You could take these off, right? You actually can.
Can
Not
I
in
just
the house?
not saying that I can or I cannot take those off? I would like to speak with my companions, and if you are going to be our group member, you'll wait patiently in the other room opposite
Sure.
of this
Tell
room.
you what, I want to know whether or not there's any secret passages in this house. That's sort of what I do. So I'm going to go look for them. I'll be
Oh.
downstairs.
Okay.
Okay.
Just tell us
there's
if
not.
you find anything interesting.
Of course.
If you see any
We're
more
group now,
uniforms,
right?
please grab them.
We're stopped. Nope. Nope.
Want to get a good picture of what it is. Anyway,
So Clara, Olivia,
yeah, Clara.
you guys
Oh.
know this about me.
She
but
leaves. She heads downstairs.
Thank you.
Caden and Magda, I do have a twin brother who I haven't seen since I was 16 years old.
Okay.
Him and I, we didn't get along that great. And, well, I don't think it would be the end of the world if I kind of just assumed his position temporarily.
What's his position?
As his position as somebody who's not a criminal.
Right.
Yeah.
I think you should still lay low.
Sure.
And maybe don't go back to your coffee shop.
Well,
There's coffee shops around here, Hurd. It's okay.
I need... Can one of you go there for me? There's a special kind of coffee I drink there. I can't find it anywhere else in town.
Heard. Would you rather have your coffee, or would you rather be in jail?
There's no coffee.
I think that there's a way to make this work for everybody. Actually, there is. I found out.
It's probably not the same coffee though.
True.
Yeah.
In game, it is. Let's see. Magna, what time is it in game? You're better at keeping track of this than I am.
It's probably actually finally getting close to 2, like you really want it to be.
Finally.
I think it's a little later than that. Because you broke out, you went here. Yeah, you're right. About 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
She doesn't have the wizard's feet that gives her exact knowledge of time.
Personally, the player
I
has
think
a keen mind feat.
Right. Magna herself, the player. Yeah, Zoe has a keen mind feat.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
so it's roughly 2 o'clock. 8 o'clock is when you're meeting with the rook.
Mm-hmm.
So what do we call you by your new name, Hurd?
As you know, my name is, bugbears. They adopt specific types of names, and I suppose you can call me Hurdlurldr.
Yeah, that's
Wait.
her brother.
I'm gonna call you Lard.
Or just
Sure.
Lar.
Yeah, we called him Lurd.
Lurd and Hurd.
Yeah.
All right,
Alright.
so Lurd,
You
maybe
can
don't go
stay
to the
here.
coffee shop. Lurd has a new coffee shop.
Yeah, maybe we
And
can like
not
dye your
her.
hair or curl it or something, and then
Maybe there's a disguise I could wear. Not
And
that
you're still
one.
not
I
going
point
to
to
your
the
coffee
to the
shop.
schoolgirl.
just maybe the bow.
Actually,
from him.
as you look around, there is a lot of men's clothes in here, professor's men's clothes, and you are very big, but he had, you might find something in here that could work.
Maybe
Lurd.
Don't mind if I do.
Lurd,
Yes.
even with a disguise, don't go to that coffee shop.
I mean,
Is that clear? Lurd, is that clear?
I'll get you the
Your
dang coffee.
opinion on the
I'll
matter is very clear.
We will get you
Lurd.
coffee if you stay here.
Lurd,
Yeah.
those two
See,
officers
okay, that's now we're
talk to
getting.
you at the cafe. We
Yes,
will get
but now
you
I've got a
coffee
whole
if
new
you-
look going on
No.
and a whole new name.
It's not enough. They will come back to the coffee shop and they will recognize you because, Lurd, you're not a very good liar. This is why we got in this mess in the first place.
Yes, I am a very good liar.
This is the
You're lying
worst
and I
day.
can tell.
All right, maybe. Okay, so maybe we can work something out. I don't have to go.
Just stay here for
Listen,
now.
we will try to get you your coffee if we can. But you have to promise me. You have to promise me. If we can't get you your coffee, you won't go there yourself.
I promise.
Thank
Swear
you.
Okay, I swear. I swear to the gods above.
Swear it on
Alright.
little Jimmy.
Personally, I
Swear
think
it
a
on your
promise is more
coffee.
meaningful.
Oh.
So after a long discussion about Lurd, Hurd,
we need
Hurd
to
is
figure
Lurd.
out what are we doing with this girl. We sent her away.
Look, maybe she's a means to an end. We've got a meeting tonight, not too many hours from now.
Oh,
There's some debts that we owe. Perhaps weapons of
Debts?
some sort of magical. Yeah, seems like something someone would want. Pay
Yeah.
off some debts.
What if they're really cool, and then like we want to keep them?
Do we have any sense of like what kind of money old weaponry like that would bring in?
Give me this will be history. Give me a history check. And Clara, you can give me one as well.
Yay! I'm always excited when I get to do a history check.
This isn't a real life
Clara or
history check.
Becky?
This is a
Both. Ooh.
honestly, that's 4,000-year-old
on?
relics. Neither one of those things are things you guys spend a lot of time studying.
Do I know anything about old weapons? Because
I mean, I like any
watch-
idea of like
They're valuable on the
And-
black market.
Yeah.
They're also. It depends on the weapon. Chester
Our
told you
client-
that there's a group of clientele. Chester from Chester's Chest. He said he makes stuff for people who fight in the arena, and they like magical gear. And so it's one of those things where if you can find the right buyer, but you don't have any concept of like, it'd be like me trying to figure out how much money I could get for a 1952, not 52, 72, 82 Camaro. Like I'd have to go and do my research. I don't have any idea.
I mean, the potential client here is the black market, essentially. Like, I mean, he would have his fingers through everything.
Yeah.
This kid would, or this girl, or whatever. I can't have trouble knowing what age she is exactly, but maybe she's got something that we can use.
It gets us out of town for a little while.
Yeah, I guess if shit really hits the fan, we can just stay gone.
Maybe we spend a bit of time figuring out if this is a valid. I mean, is there any validity to it at all? And if there is, maybe we can use it tonight at the meeting.
Yeah.
Clara, you got anything that would that library of yours talk about any places that she mentioned, or we take a look? Maybe she'd give us some more information.
I can certainly try. There's books here and there's books at school.
Yeah, you're
I
full of
can-
surprises.
Look, you weren't even around to know any of this, so it should be a surprise, honestly.
Olivia, I think that you're jealous.
Clara
No.
backs behind Hurd and Caden.
Excuse me?
It's okay. It's okay to be jealous.
Uh,
The first step is to admit it. Per I don't know. How many steps are there? 12?
17. 12 steps is 12, but in the fantasy world, there's another 5. Have to do with magic.
I don't.
Caden, as you sort of give the whole place a once over, go ahead and just give me. Well, you're just checking for security. You're not checking for magic, are you?
I could come with him and check for magic.
I mean, I guess I didn't expressly say magic, but what I'm doing is, this is a new place. I want to know the ins
Sure.
and outs. I want to know the threats or the places we could, if we're followed, if let's say they followed us or
Right.
trailed us here, where do we make our stand?
Right. So go ahead and just give me just an investigation roll, and Clara can roll one herself, or you can get advantage off of her.
Oh,
I'll take my 20.
yeah.
None of that though.
Okay. So Clara, you rolling for yourself?
Yeah, I'll roll for myself.
Usually declare those things beforehand, but so as you
Nope.
started walking around, Clara, you're putting things away and trying to explain, but Caden, there's an exit out back. It's a 2-story place. There's no bars on the wall. You do have a pretty decent view of the front. He has a small backyard with a little Zen garden back there, and a hammock. But one thing that is weird, like as you take the whole place in, just something doesn't settle right with you, and as you sort of, just there's something off, and it's part of your experience from having to case joints before for the mob, that as you're going through, you think, or rather your sixth sense tells you that there is something hidden. Something doesn't match up here.
Room that doesn't quite align. There's a space missing from the floor plan kind of thing.
It's the picture on the wall. It's too ostentatious. It's too big. It's too why is that in the study that it's in? It doesn't fit.
Clara, you don't know what this guy seems to think a lot of himself, and you don't know. You can't, I asked about what does he do exactly, and you're like, I don't know. He kind of
Look. Very important magical things.
very important. So who or where does he work other than the university?
He
I
worked
mean-
at the university. I'm sure he did outside research, but his main job was at the university.
Anyone else come and go from here?
I'm sure other professors.
But no one you recognized.
Do
Do you speak about anyone else?
What's got your
Work related?
attention, Caden?
He never really had you over when he had company.
Well, yeah, I would hope not. Yeah, just
Caden,
Is this
what's caught your
yeah.
eye?
something about this painting in this room feels weird. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the painting itself.
I'm gonna go over and investigate it, look if there's any like hidden things behind it.
Actually, I'm gonna have you roll an insight check.
Oh, okay.
Where's Egg?
So based upon what he's telling you, yeah, this painting, not only its location, like you get a feel for the person as you go through the house, and this location, everything about this painting's wrong. It's too big. It's about the size of an actual person, but it's not a full body portrait. It's a half body portrait. It's got that arcane glow to it, like you would have of a magical picture. But what's weird about it is something like this should be protected by glass, and it's not.
I'm gonna try to touch it.
Your hand goes right through it.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to try to like reach in and see what I can feel back behind there.
Nothing.
I'm going to stick my head through and see if I can see anything.
You stick your head
So-
through and you see an absolutely gorgeous foyer. And that look, it's 25, 30 feet tall, with the chandeliers and posts and pillars. You pull your head back out, and yeah, there's supposed to be a townhouse on the other side of this wall.
Clara, come here.
come over.
What's happening here? I'm gonna stick my head through again and pull her with me.
Oh,
Give me an Arcana check, Clara.
okay. Arcana.
You have no idea. That there seems to be a house on the other side of this.
And I didn't know this before.
Caden's going right through.
No, you've never. You step through, and it's hard ground. It's this extremely lavish house, a mansion. And as you step through, I can't hear what you just said there.
Sorry, pulling my dagger out.
Yeah.
I go through quickly too.
Yeah, I follow.
What about the other two?
Yeah, no, I'm.
Yeah, let's
coming
go.
along.
Let's go.
All right, Hurd, you don't have any weapons or armor or anything like that. But as you guys step through, a servant, a ethereal servant appears, Caden, and appears to want to take your cloak. Can't talk, but he's like, indicating that he'd like to take your cloak.
Is he like up here beside me kind of thing, or like comes up
Yeah.
kind of?
Yeah, he sort of just comes out of the air and just
Okay,
appears there.
immediate would be like hand for throat, go for wall kind of thing to try to hold.
He goes right through him. You fall through him,
Okay.
and it takes you like half a second, and you realize that this is an invisible servant.
Okay.
So,
Clara, what is this place?
I'm gonna hand him a cloak.
It takes your cloak and hangs it up.
your professor friend has been missing. Could this maybe be where he is?
Can it? I have absolutely no idea. I'm going forward.
Where is Egg?
Yeah.
Heard she's or Lurd, she's you deal with her.
Oh, she's my responsibility.
You broke her out of jail.
You dragged her along.
You're the friend
I'm
of
gonna see whether or not she would have discovered this place before you guys.
Claire, first of all, you got this nice father who's got a little house for you. Also, your boyfriend has a mansion, a secret magic mansion. What is this?
Look,
There it is.
Didn't
There-
know
there it
he's
is.
gone. I have to find him, and she's just going to search for him.
So as you start running around. This place is huge, dozens of rooms, but the room that is the largest is this giant study. And it's not really a study, it's a alchemy located. Like, there are supplies here for handling all sorts of different kinds of magic. All sorts of notebooks and books and other things are open. Chalkboards that are stacked 3 high, and just all sorts of fractions and functions and things on it. And in the middle of the room is this large, glowing, celestial type clock that tracks the positions of the stars and the planets and time. And you would know what it is. It's like a 3-dimensional, like, and it's just moving along. Except it should be moving along, but it's not. It's frozen at a position in time. And as you sort of do the math and look at it and go, okay, that would be about a year ago. This is about where it's frozen in time.
Do I recognize the handwriting on the chalkboards?
Oh yeah, this is definitely his handwriting.
Okay. Do I know how to, like, is this just keeping time, or can this...
Oh, that's what it should be doing.
Stuff?
It's not.
Okay.
Do
I know what would stop it?
You've never seen something like this before. Magda and Caden, as you guys spread out through the house, are you guys sticking together, or are you spreading out through the house and seeing what you guys see?
I think Magda will stick close to Caden.
Yeah,
Okay.
And Caden will keep going.
With Clara, so you're all together?
No, Caden's going to take
Okay.
a look around.
Yeah, a lavish kitchen that seems to be well supplied. There's a pit
Rotting food
down
or
in
good
the.
food?
Say that again.
Rotting food or good, or food's fresh?
The food's fresh. In the basement is which is basically there's a magical fighting pit kind of thing. Targets set up with blasting, but they all appear fresh, never to be hurt. In the there's a huge bedroom, and inside that bedroom is as you sort of look, there's a bedroom, and inside of it, along there's a glass case, and inside the glass case is toothbrushes. There's like 4 of them.
What?
Only one bedroom, 4 toothbrushes?
In a glass case?
They're in a glass case, yeah, like a display case. They're hanging, suspended on something.
Some weird things.
Yeah, as you look at them, you see 3 different names, and one of them you recognize as Clara's name. As you go through and do some other, you look around, there is an aviary. Lots of these birds flying around in here, but as you kind of reach out to them, they're not real. They're just, the sounds of birds relaxing. Another Zen garden type thing. Huge.
Is there any sign of, like, someone living here?
Nope. Nobody. Doesn't look like anyone's been here in a very long time. All the beds are put correctly. Yeah.
Why does he have my toothbrush?
Clara, as you are looking around this study, you see a globe. And it is a magical globe. You're familiar with what it is. It's basically used like a projection machine. And as you would use it in school, you could like record a message or something like that. It's used for news stations and things like that. It just needs to be turned on. Olivia and Hurd, I'm assuming you're with Clara.
If I take out my compass from my bag, is it working?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna go over to the glowing projection orb thing.
Mm-hmm.
And is it on?
It's not on.
I want to turn it on.
As you turn it on, a picture of this man appears, and he's standing there looking down at this globe, and he backs up and goes, all right, if you are... He turns and repositions himself, so now he's turning and facing the person who just turned it on. Okay, well, I suppose if you are listening to this, then I have disappeared or am dead. Now, if it's Clara who found this, I suppose that if you were on task, you found it a mere couple of days after I died, but my expectation is it's probably months, if not years. But don't worry, we didn't expect you to succeed well anyway.
Oh.
I have been working on the experimentation to see if we can't go back in time, and I think I have solved the riddle. If everything works well, I will be able to figure out what this cursed thing is and stop it. You'll know it's working well if the clock in the center is moving. If it's moving, then it's still operational. If it's not moving, I dropped a 0 or something, and I'm stuck. If Clara is the one to find this, please go and find somebody super smart to help unstick me. Or you can do it yourself. I suppose I have the time.
Okay, she's very used to this. The solution that was on the chalkboard, is that the same problem that's on these chalkboards?
It is a portion of the problem. Kind of like calculus has breakdowns of,
Okay. Do I know where it fits into the whole, thing?
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay. This time. Oops, that's not Arcana.
Is she going to use her initiative?
I'm going to if I need to here. I wasn't sure.
You don't get to declare it
no,
after the roll. You have to declare it before the roll.
I don't think that's Chronal Shift. That's for...
No. Oh, Chronal Shift. You're going to use Chronal
We're
Shift.
talking about
Okay.
your inspiration.
Oh, no, not Inspiration. I'm using Chronal Shift. I can force a
You should use
reroll.
for inspiration so we can give you more.
Okay. She
already rolled, but you have to use Chronal Shift for this. So
I have
Chronal
used Chronal
Shift, roll Arcana
I
again.
just am trying to give myself more time to think.
Right.
18.
You see where it fits in, and you realize as you're looking at the problem that he actually it takes a while. Clara, Olivia, and Hurd, you watch as Clara just sees this and goes to the chalkboard and just dives into the problem, and you watch as she gets to one point and then her body just kind of splits into two for a second, and then she snaps across, and then she is back to another point, and and time just seems to she doesn't care about time and just dives in the problem. And a good 45 minutes later, as she's tracing along the problem, she goes, there. He forgot to carry a 1.
Okay. He forgot to carry a 1. Can I
A
now...
magic one.
Wait, can I now use this thing?
You figure out how it works. You don't know how it works, but you do know that as you sort of look at the spell that he's cast in this casting circle that this is above, that you just need to add a little bit to the spell and the thing will turn back on. You don't know what'll happen, but yeah.
I mean, I want to do that.
Okay. You walk over and you make the small mark on the floor. Caden and Magda, you come back into the room having explored the rest of the mansion as you watch as Clara makes a small mark on the floor, and this clock in the center turns on and starts going and speeds up. And as it speeds up, it's flying through numbers, catching up to the current day. A man appears in the center of this circle, and he goes, "Oh!" And then he disappears, and then he reappears in the circle. He goes, "My, have we turned it back on? It's not quite right still." And he disappears, and he reappears, and he looks at you, Clara, and he goes, "I think you screwed it up still," and disappears again. And that is where we're going to end our session.
When do we give inspiration again? Do we do it right on the spot, or?
We do it now. So as our session's over, for those who are watching, inspiration inside the game is going to be given afterwards. You just have to tell the moment that you want the inspiration to be for sometime during the game. And so we're going to fly through. They have 2 seconds. So Hurd, obviously you have somebody in mind. So Hurd, who would you like to give inspiration to?
Magda, for freeing me from prison, but
Thank you.
things happen.
Olivia, who would you like to get? Would you like to give inspiration? If so, who?
Putting us on the spot, huh?
Moving on.
No.
Yep.
I
Clara,
wasn't thinking
would
about
you like
it.
to give inspiration, and if so, to who?
I'm gonna give inspiration to Hurd for his
I already have it.
dice. Oh,
I already have
yeah.
it.
oh,
You used yours.
No, I didn't.
I used mine.
You used yours. Okay, so you give it to him, but he already has it. Magda, do you have anyone you'd like to give inspiration to?
Ray for tricking the guard as a crush on her.
Oh, thank you. I already have inspiration.
Yeah.
Caden, do you have something you'd like to give inspiration to?
I was going to give it to Olivia for the grilling her sister with the various costumes and stuff like that, which was hilarious. But don't have any. She's already got it, so we're good.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's...
All right. So 1 inspiration has been given out, 3 bounced. So I walk away with 4 inspiration. Great.
What? Hey, but they were given. They were just...
Not received though. You didn't spend them. They're mine. Got to use them.
There was...
So I can use these inspirations for people to do on rolls. So I'm gonna just hold those 4 inspiration for mine to use at some point in the future. As we come back to this next week, we figure out whether or not Clara actually did screw up or not. And maybe meet the Rook and see where that's gonna go. So thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate you being here. Go ahead and follow us on Twitter at @_Roll Inc. Once we get enough followers on there, we're going to start posting and doing some question and answer with some of the cast and having them answer questions in character, as well as maybe do a dice giveaway and other things. So once we have enough activity over there, then we're able to utilize that as a platform to engage with you, the viewer.
Speaking of which, on that Twitter, and speaking of dice giveaway, there's a whole bunch of nice Dice Cult branded dice that have been showcased recently over there.
Yeah, where Dice Cult, the parent company, is making their own dice, and they're working on it, and they're getting to the point now where we're starting to, hopefully, if everything coincides well, Dice Cult or Roll Incorporated branded dice, right about the time we're ready for a giveaway. That's at 125 followers on our Twitter. So anyway, share, like, subscribe, and
smash
we will
that follow button.
We'll see you next week. Be safe. Wear your mask. Give somebody a hug. They probably need it. And we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye-bye.